Good morning and welcome to Love Every Moment, coming to you today from Perry, Florida. Today's verse is Titus 2:6 and 7. Likewise, urge the young men to be sensible. In all things show yourself to be an example of good deeds, with purity and doctrine, dignified. Now let's take a look at that first word, sensible. That's the same sensible that was used in Titus 1:8, which we covered over here, which was one of the qualifications for being an elder. It was also used in Titus 2:2 that we covered over here, which was something that older men should exhibit. And also in Titus 2:5, which we covered over here, which was for younger women to be sensible. And older women were to teach younger women to be sensible, which implied that older women are also sensible. So I think we see a pattern here. Paul really wants all Christians to be sensible in all age groups, all right? I think we can agree to that one. So the main part of today is going to be verse 7. And the interesting thing, it starts by saying, you, Titus, so it's kind of getting off of younger men, and yet my guess is that what we're really doing in verse 7, which is this week's verse, and then verse 8 for next week, is for Titus or an elder or an older man to be showing an example to younger men. And therefore, verse 7 and 8, which we'll get, is really, in a backhanded way, still for younger men to take note of. So let's look at that. Verse 7. I'm going to start with the last word, which is dignified. Now, I saw a mother disciplining her young son, and interestingly, in the times that he misbehaved, she would say, now is that the way a big boy behaves? And that straightened him right up, because he wanted to be a big boy. And I'll tell you, as a teenager, I would not have used the word big boy, but I wanted to be a man, and I was looking for men to be a good example to me, and that's why this is such a powerful way. So now as we look at verse 7, in all things show yourself, Titus, to be an example of good deeds, because again, younger men are going to look at that. Now, good deeds, salvation is not based off of good deeds, but good deeds flow out of our love of Jesus because of his salvation. But again, whether we do good deeds or not, our salvation itself is not based off of it. It's what comes after. Let's look at a cross-reference for that. 1 Corinthians 3:11 through 13. For no man can lay a foundation other than the one which is laid, which is Jesus Christ. It's all based off of him, our salvation. Now, verse 12, now if any man builds on the foundation with gold, silver, precious stones, wood, hay, and straw, each man's work will become evident, for the day will show it, because it is to be revealed with fire, and the fire itself will test the quality of every man's work. So it's going to be evident, is always evident to God, and I do believe that our good works are going to be evident to the younger men who are kind of watching us to see if we are walking out our faith the way we should be. Then, also in verse 7, it says, with purity in doctrine. So this is why I study the Word, and doing these little Bible studies is a great way for me to increase my own understanding of Scripture, because I'm looking up cross-references, I'm looking at commentators and seeing what others have said about a particular phrase, and I am gaining quite a bit in my knowledge of doctrine, such as, again, works and salvation, and the balance that salvation is only by the work of Jesus Christ and not my work, but my works flow out of that love and letting the Spirit run my life. That's where the good works come from, or at least should, if I'm letting the Spirit have his way. And so this is the example I want to show to young men, and it's all out of love for the young men, love for God. So let's choose to love every moment, because then we're going to love every moment. I'm your average Dutch, and I hope you have a great week.